Listen up. This is the Rich 12 Show.
Yeah.
Hey, and welcome to the Rich 12 Show. I am your host, Rich 12, and man, I gotta say this is what my fourth episode I'm doing, and I'm excited about doing this show, and I would like to thank you for listening, and thanks for most of you guys' feedback from listening to the previous shows I have done. But today I'm gonna talk about the UAW contract talks and what that means for most plant workers, not all, and what that means for the big three, Ford, GM, and Chrysler. And then I'm going to talk about the president. Man, president has some bullet points today. I guess that's another sign of saying that, hey, things is changing and things is moving along. So if you don't move along, you will get lost. And then after that, I'll wrap it up with the final cut. Yes, indeed. And only reason why I'm doing this is I like to keep people informed. I like to keep people informed, and keep them knowing what's going on. So I had a message, and if we keep a strong mind and knowing what's going on, we can defeat this. I just want all of us to come together as people, like how we should unite. If we come together and we could be strong. But other than that, I'm gonna cut to a break. I don't know if y'all want some music. If y'all want some music and hear some joints, or if you want to hear your joint on the Rich 12 Show, please send it to me at rich12tv@gmail.com. But I was trying to think if I should go ahead and play a joint or not. But yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna get into one of them. Yeah, man, check it out. It's the Rich 12 Show. Listen up. This is the Rich 12 Show.
Yeah.
Last night when the lights went out in my city, it really wasn't pretty. I see some shitty situations every day. Last night when the lights went out in my city, it really wasn't pretty. I see some shitty situations every day.
Long gone, double session hit. Kill Patrick out this bitch, so who running this shit? I'm back at it, working hard, man, I attacked it. So what's my tactics? It ain't tough or ass backwards. I take no names or ask no questions. I just do what Bean couldn't do as mayor. Ain't being no hater, just a self-celebration for the spirit that lives in me. It's the city, I got red dog pride, so my spirit is alive. A broken government, man, that ain't no job. I just linked up with Larry and he brought it live. From the morning to the night, no one does it right. With my force and my mic, pour my heart in this mic. We need to get together, get the city back tight. We need to get together, get the city back tight. We need to get together, get the city back tight. Hey.
Last night when the lights went out in my city, it really wasn't pretty. 'Cause it's a shitty situation every day. Last night when the lights went out in my city, it really wasn't pretty. 'Cause it's a shitty situation every day.
Welcome back to the Rich 12 Show.
Hey, it's me, Rich 12, your host of the Rich 12 Show. And that was my joint right there. It's called Situations. And I got Larry Live on that one, produced by Larry Live. One of the greatest out of the Detroit city. Underground musician, that is, man. Real musicians. You know, that's what we about here in the city of Detroit. But I want to get into the show. I want to start off with this UAW track contract that's going on. And man, I really want you guys to really pay attention, because not only, you know, manufacturing, I mean, there's different manufacturing, you know, throughout the United States. But here is, you know, cars in Motown, or cars in the Motor City is a big deal to us here in Michigan. And I love it, I breathe it, and this is what it is. But there's a lot of commotions going on with the UAW and the Big Three, and this has been going on for many years, you know, throughout the setup of the automotive industry. I do want to add that Michigan has become a right to work state. The law has just been passed, I think, a year ago through our governor, Rick Snyder, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys know who Rick Snyder is. I call him the Snake. Anybody last name Snyder is a snake. You know, but, and that means, you know, hey, this is a at will. Hey, damn if you want to work, damn if you don't. If we like it, if we like it, cool. If we don't like it, you can get your box and get the hell on. You know, that's pretty much what that is. But yeah, Michigan became a right to work state, and pretty much everything is pretty much at will in a employer's hands, and that's what they pretty much trying to get away with the union. And but the main points is what I want to get into with this new contract deal is that, first off, I want to say anything that the UAW or anything what the automotive company would do, they will put Chrysler in the spotlight first before GM go down. Ford will be okay because Ford is very smarter than your average automobile company throughout the world. But first thing I want to say, they will put Chrysler in the spotlight. Now let's look at the main 3 points we're looking at people's rate of their pay. We're looking at the incentives, or mostly their health care. And even if, and the last one is they gonna have a job, is these plants gonna, lay these workers off. And, but to me, to be truthful with you, today, manufacturing is dead. And that's my honest opinion. It's dead. I mean, you may have a couple of engineers here, but that's only one. But hey, you got people now behind these computers, coming up with these designs, especially robots, and and that can build a manufacturing plant ran by robots, and the plant will never be shut down. And you might only have maybe 1 or 2 engineers, and that's just to keep the plant going on. But going back to the UAW contracts though, they like to set Chrysler up first before anything's fall. And right now it's not looking good with Chrysler. But you got to keep in mind too, Chrysler has, even though it's still a company that exists, but through its years, Chrysler has failed many times. And with Chrysler being funded by these international companies such as Daimler Motors, which is Mercedes-Benz, German vehicle. Hell, Mitsubishi, they went everywhere. Chrysler been through the fucking ring and still failed, but they still exist. They just one of those companies that still existing because of these companies has put millions and billions of dollars into them. This company, Fiat, which is a motor brand, from Italy, and they had they put actually $50 billion into Chrysler, into reviving them after the buyout, after the government not the buyout, but the government, when they was trying to get the money from the government. After they got through finished paying the government, Fiat invested $50 billion in the Chrysler. Now that we have these, and this is my opinion, now that these new contracts has came up, yeah, we'll hire people, but they're gonna hire people at a lower rate. They're not gonna get as much incentives, and your job may not be guaranteed to you. Pretty much, that's how that rolls. Is it gonna lead to a strike? Maybe. I think they're gonna resolve something, but I don't think it's gonna resolve. I don't think it's gonna go to a strike, because I think our striking days is over. Before, years back when the automotive manufacturing was thriving, you had a lot of strikes then, and the workers and a company sat down with a good agreement. But now it's just, I think the UAW is still trying to work things out with them, but I feel that it's not gonna be fair to the workers, period. And but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick commercial break and get into some more stuff, man. Once again, you is listening to the Rich 12 Show. And like I said, if you got anything else, man, just hit me up at rich12tv@gmail.com. But yeah, stick around. This is the Rich 12 Show. Listen up. This is the Rich 12 Show.
Yeah.
Hey, this Rich 12 Come join me as I discuss major topic, local, world events every week right here on Spreaker. Welcome back to the Rich 12 Show. I am your host, Rich 12, and I got a clip of the UAW contract talk, and this here better understand it. Check it out.
Between the United Auto Workers and, of course, Fiat Chrysler.
And right now, all signs point to no deal. We're going to get straight to 7 Action News reporter Dave Llewellyn. He's live in Warren following this big story, Dave. And what are workers telling you right now?
Well, a number of things. Some are supportive of the deal. Many others, though, against it. We're outside the Warren stamping plant, and voting among the UAW workers at the plant will take place here until 7 o'clock tonight. Also at the Belvidere, Illinois plant. Everyone else has already weighed in on this contract, and by the sounds of things, they're sending a message to their own negotiators and also to the automaker.
I don't think it's going to fly here because a lot of two-tier feel that they haven't gotten what they deserve yet. We hadn't had a raise in over 10 years.
Employees feel like they're disrespected. They, especially the legacy employees, you done dedicated your life to this facility and to the corporation, and then you see that the things that you thought were going to be promised aren't. So you get a bad feeling inside.
You ready for a strike?
No, nobody's ready for a strike, but sometimes you got to do things that's necessary.
Dave Zoya is a longtime analyst with Ward's Automotive. He says the two-tier wage system is an issue, also job security.
Chrysler said they want to move some production to Mexico. They want to shift the big pickup around to different plants. And I think some of those workers are concerned about, what product are we going to have? How much job security am I going to have, beyond this contract?
Still, Zoya does not see a strike coming out of a rejection of the tentative agreement.
The UAW has negotiated this contract, and I don't think they go back after a rejection and strike. So I think they would have to move on either to another company and try to resolve some of these conflicts, or go back, tweak it, and then try to resell the workers on the terms.
Now, we should know the sentiment of the roughly 1,700 workers here officially by about 9 o'clock tonight. Already, a meeting has been scheduled for tomorrow of the Fiat Chrysler Council. That's basically the presidents of the UAW locals. They'll get together and decide a next step. For now, we are live in Warren. Dave Llewellyn, 7 Action News.
Now, Dave, it seems like the auto industry, of course, is just getting back up on their feet from the big scare a few years ago. I mean, anybody worried about what a strike could possibly do to our economy right now?
Not so much about that, but they certainly are worried about their own pockets and also about the future of their job and security of that job. So they're very concerned about that. And coming up at 6 o'clock, in fact, we'll hear from one of the workers inside here who says this isn't just about their own pocketbook, but it's also about not allowing the middle class in this country to be destroyed. Very strong words. You'll hear that coming up at 6.
This is the Rich 12 Show. Yeah, well, that was a clip on the Channel 7 News here in Detroit. And I just want you to understand where most workers stand from this. Like I said earlier, when I said manufacturing is dead, I mean it's dead for the workers. That's where we live. I mean, even though it's always been a bickering battle between the unions and the company, but this time it's a little bit different now. You know, it's very different. Before, the companies did need the workers. You know, they needed that man labor. These companies do not need man labor now. You know, and that's what I want you guys to really understand. You know, yeah, these workers been, you know, treated unfair. You know, being underpaid. But this is where we at with it. And Detroit used to rely on the automobile companies for many years. That was the heart of the city. You know, that's where we get the name Motown. You know, when Henry Ford first he wasn't you gotta understand, he wasn't the first man that built the vehicle, but he was the first man to be marketed as a production wise out of America. You know, but you gotta remember there was many vehicles that was being built during those time, but it was more of a competitor thing like it is now, but today it's at a whole different level. You gotta understand, when you're talking about automotive, you're talking about a big industry, and right now, man, like I say, they need us before, they don't need us now. But history repeats itself anyway. But this is just in a different form. Before, you know. But you know, this is another pioneer industry. So, but I think you know, the vision that Henry Ford had as far as building a community, I think it's overseeded him than what he really expected. You know, just you know, building a community, you know, having transportation, homes, people having a decent life, people can live a middle class life. And that was Henry Ford's I say philosophy. That was one of his things that he believed in for the American people, for the American man, to live a American dream, an American life at that time. But now it's really crazy. It's gone haywire, you know. And man, I remember people, once you had a plant job, that was it. But now you get a plant job, it's like, no, shit, it's like working at a McDonald's, you know, for real. But I'm gonna take a break, and we're gonna get back to get back to the President Obama. Yeah. He starts shaking things up now. Stick around. It's the Rich 12 Show. Listen up. This is the Rich 12 Show.
Yeah.
Hey, this Rich 12. Come join me as I discuss major topic, local, world events every week right here on Spreaker. Hey. Welcome back to the Rich 12 show. I had to take that brief intermission. And I got a joint here. I don't know. I think I might play it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go into one of my joints. I'm gonna let y'all hear it. And check it out. It's the Rich 12 show. Listen up. This is the Rich 12 show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick notes.
Yeah.
Music. Down home, y'all. From the heart. True life. Real situations. On an everyday basis. Let me show you. I'm from a city where crack is a problem. Abandoned homes is down Jones. They go up and down some. Down the street on M Block, that's where my dog got shot. They tryna roll in the spot, but they got caught. Northern hospitality with a splash reality. Family orientated with the streets related. Detroit is a city where any hustler can make it. I walked a long road just to get here to make it. Real niggas don't take crap, real niggas just stay strapped. Some of them real fast up in a dirty trap. Like hurry up, take that, whatever happened to black. Same shit, just different story. New money come in the morning. City kids off to school, where new dope just ruled. You feel like a fool cause you pawned your jewels. Plus he lost his job, he didn't know what to do. Try to get real hot and find a hole to screw. Do the same shit all over again. It's hard for him to win, keep drowning in the gym. Trying to find another way, but it's hard to get by. Cause everybody in his face just wanna get high. Tired of the bull, so he looked to the sky. Contemplate on suicide, just wanna die. The longer he live, he never looked to the light. But it's slipping real fast, he can't hold with his mic. So the lesson is learned, he just ignored the signs. He didn't want no help, just lived a fast life. So his family said bye, burying a good guy. Get down inside, his baby mama then cry. He tried to raise his children off of living a hype. His mother knew the truth, he couldn't put up a fight. In the game tough, but he was losing his touch. All the dreams failed just to get to that rush. That's my joint, something produced by Sick Notes. Another talent out of Detroit, Michigan, man. It's a blessing, you know, to do that song there, man. Means something. But welcome back to the Rich 12 show. I am your host, Rich 12. And we're gonna get into this president here, and things is changing. It's changing for good, or is it changing for bad? Seems like everything's going crazy. But you had the shooting campus, on the college campus. You have one of the education board trustees stepping down.
And you also got talks about war. Oh man, it's like, is it good or is it bad? I don't know. I can't tell you about it. But we're going to talk about it after this break. Listen up. This is the Rich 12 Show.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me, Rich 12. Welcome back. And, yeah, we're going to get into this president thing, man, because, you know, even though this might have been a little small press conference, but, you know, it's something big, you know, part of a change, too. But, you know, mainly, you know, President Obama announces the resignation of Education Secretary Arnie Duncan. Then he, you know, rambled on about half hour later, you know, talking about Syria and the school shooting in Oregon. And let me play a clip. And he said something real something that he had to slide in, though. But I want you to listen very carefully here on the Rich 12 Show.
Two good men doing really important work. So I'm lucky to have them both as colleagues and as friends, and I'm looking forward to seeing even more work done in the next few months. We've got some other business to attend to. So all of you who were here to celebrate Arnie and John, you're lucky enough now to have to sit through a little bit of a press conference with me. So make yourselves comfortable. I warned the kids ahead of time. I said, try not to look completely bored. I'm going to take a couple of questions from the press, but first, a few additional pieces of business. First of all, we learned today that our business has created another 118,000 new jobs in September, which means that we now have had 67 straight months of job creation, 13.2 million new jobs in all, and an unemployment rate that has fallen from a high of 10% down to 5.1%. These long-term trends are obviously good news, particularly for every American waking up each morning and heading off to a new job. But we would be doing even better if we didn't have to keep on dealing with unnecessary crises in Congress every few months. And this is especially important right now because although the American economy has been chugging along at a steady pace, much of the global economy is softening. We've seen an impact on our exports, which was a major driver of growth for us, particularly at the beginning of the recovery. And so our own growth could slow if Congress does not do away with some of the counterproductive austerity measures that they have put in place, and if Congress does not avoid the kind of manufactured crises that shatter consumer confidence and could disrupt an already skittish global economy. On Wednesday, more than half of Republicans voted to shut down the government for the second time in 2 years. Now, the good news is there were enough votes in both parties to pass a last-minute bill to keep the government open and operating for another 10 weeks before we can get a more long-term solution. But keep in mind, that gimmick only sets up another potential manufactured crisis just 2 weeks before Christmas. And I've said this before, I want to repeat it. This is not the way the United States should be operating. Oftentimes I hear from folks up on Capitol Hill the need for American leadership. The need for America to be number one. Well, you know what? Around the globe, part of what makes us a leader is when we govern effectively and we keep our own house in order and we pass budgets and we can engage in long-term planning and we can invest in the things that are important for the future. That's U.S. leadership. When we fail to do that, we diminish U.S. leadership. It's not how we are supposed to operate. And we can't just keep on kicking down the road without solving any problems or doing any long-term planning for the future. That's true for our military. That's true for our domestic programs. The American people, American families deserve better. And we can grow faster and the economy can improve if Congress acts with dispatch. It will get worse if they don't. That's why I want to be very clear. I will not sign another short-sighted spending bill like the one Congress sent me this week. We purchased ourselves 10 additional weeks. We need to use them effectively. Keep in mind that a few years ago, both parties put in place harmful automatic cuts that make no distinction between spending we don't need and spending we do. We can revisit the history of how that happened. I have some rather grim memories of it. But the notion was that even as we were bringing down the deficit, we would come up with a sustainable, smart, long-term approach to investing in the things that we need. That didn't happen. And so now these cuts that have been maintained have been keeping our economy from growing faster. It's time to undo them. If we don't, then we will have to fund our economic and national security priorities in 2016 at the same levels that we did in 2006. Now understand, during that decade, between 2006 and 2016, our economy has grown by 12%. Our population has grown by 8%. New threats have emerged. New opportunities have appeared. We can't fund our country the way we did 10 years ago because we have greater demands with an aging population, with kids who need schools, with roads that need to be fixed, with a military on which we are placing extraordinary demands. And we can't cut our way to prosperity. Other countries have tried it, and it has not worked. We've grown faster than they have because we did not pursue these blind, unthinking cuts to necessary investments for our growth. And by the way, because we've grown faster than them, we've brought our deficits down faster than they have. I want to repeat this because the public apparently never believes it. Since I took office, we've cut our deficits by 2/3. The deficit has not been going up. It has been coming down precipitously. We've cut our deficits by 2/3. They're below the average deficits over the past 40 years. So the bottom line is Congress has to do its job. It can't flirt with another shutdown. It should pass a serious budget.
Listen up. This is the Rich 12 Show.
Yeah, well, that was a clip. I was just, just pretty much just want to give you that little excerpt right there. That was a very important piece. Besides what he was holding, besides the educational secretary and other events around the world with Syria and school shooting. But there, I want to show you how slick the president is when it comes to real issues, and this here is a real issue. Even though this is on a bigger scale, what the UAW is real too, but this here, it all goes hand to hand, okay? And pretty soon, the government is, the president is telling you. The president is telling you what the plan is. Okay? You gotta pay attention. Okay? But then he wanna clean it up. With the if, but the if is they already doing it. They already gave you the plan. Listen to the president there, and I'm just say this because I'm close up this show. The president already gave you the plan. You just gotta listen to what he's saying. Okay. Pretty soon, the job market is gonna be. You think it's hard now? He's talking about going back to budgeting back from 2006. There was no budget. Remember, the budget was all the money was going over there, funding non-existent war. But we come back with all types of archaeology, just ancient stuff, throwing leaders out their country, taking over. Listen, y'all know what it is. It's the Rich 12 Show, man. This piece right here that I gave you speaks for itself. Another plan, y'all. Listen, this is the Rich 12 Show. If you got any comments, please leave them. You got anything you want to email me? My email is rich12 tv@gmail.com. I'm just so blown away by how this message is, man. It goes hand to hand. It really do. And wake up, people. This is it. Hey, I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm gonna slide out. Hey, one more thing I need y'all to do, man. I need y'all to, take care of one another, man. This is it, man. We gotta watch out for one another, man. We gotta do it, man. We got to. Hey, man, I'm out of here. Thanks for listening. It's the Rich 12 Show. Listen up. This is the Rich 12 Show.
Yeah.